John Avianantos presents Promise a Lot, Deliver Even More. John's fast-paced, upbeat programs are filled with appropriate humor, great how-to ideas, and lots of audience participation. John adds impact through the use of all kinds of visuals, including overhead projection slides and custom-made videos. Now let's join John at one of his programs.
Does anybody want a 50?
Both of you stay here a second. Just a second. Stay here just a second.
Why would anybody want to waste time balancing your checkbook? What a gigantic waste of time balancing your checkbook. 2 checking accounts. Open up one in this bank, one in this bank. This month, use all the checks in this bank. Next month, forget that, use all the checks in this bank. While you're writing all these checks clear. After that, go back to this. While you're using these, all these checks clear. You never have to spend time balancing your checkbook anymore. What a neat idea. You have a goal card. You write your goals down, daily goals. You keep it on your person. You touch it every day. You take it out and read it in the firm many, many times a day. You open up what's called a reticular activating system. Reticular activating system, a group of cells in your mind that filters out everything that's going on and only lets in the things that are important to you at that particular time. For example, we're at the airport, and after 30 minutes I tell you, give me the names of everyone that was paid. You couldn't give me one name. But when they paid you, I don't care where you are. In the bathroom, in the bar, you hear your name. Or another good example, if you're in the market for a house, as you drive down the street, you notice every for sale sign as you go down the street. If you're not in the market for a house, and I say, driving over today, how many houses did you see for sale? I didn't even see any, okay, because it's not important to you. When you write down what's important to you on this goal card, without sounding metaphysical, they find you. Just like the house for sale, they literally jump out at you and find you.
May I ask, how many of you have goals? That's your hand. Okay. All of us. How many have your goals written down? May I see a show of hands? Okay. About half of us, I would say. How many have your goals on your person and can show them to me right now? You see, that's one of the real secrets of goals. I carry my goals in my pocket on this laminated card. It's laminated so the ink won't come off in my pocket. There are 3 goals on this card. There's a family goal, there's a business goal, and there's a personal goal. What are my goals? I'm not going to tell you. They're my goals. But I will tell you what's on the back side of the card. 3 statements, none of them mine. The first from the late Earl Nightingale. And the first statement is this: winners are willing to do the things losers don't like to do. Winners are willing to do the things losers don't like to do. In the profession that I was in before speaking, as a football coach, there were nights I didn't feel like going out recruiting. I went. There were nights I had to pick up the phone, call 50 freshman recruits, have the same enthusiasm on the 50th call as I had on the first. I didn't feel like doing that some nights, but I did it because I like to win. And there are things that you have to do with what you do for a living that you may not like to do. The winners will do them.
Before each program, John will meet with the meeting planner to determine the exact purpose and goals of your program. John will then custom design an outline for the program and present it for approval. Upon approval, a detailed, in-depth program will be developed to meet your specific needs. And this way you can be sure that John's material is going to be right on target. All of John's programs are guaranteed. After the program, each attendee will be asked to evaluate the program on a pre-printed evaluation card. Any rating that averages less than 7 is considered negative. In the highly unlikely event that everyone scores the program less than 70%, it's free. You just can't lose with this guarantee. And John gets immediate audience involvement by giving away $100 bills as participation rewards during the program. He also gives away cassette albums and sometimes a $200 all-leather briefcase. And don't forget his artichoke business card, which is edible. Different? Attention-grabbing? You bet it is. Customized handouts containing all the key ideas presented during the program are also provided for each attendee. John is the producer of the cassette album, The Artichoke Factor, containing over 4 hours of great ideas. This album has been enthusiastically utilized by such diverse companies as Dean Witter Reynolds, Prudential Bache Securities, IBM, Raytheon, Dow Corning, Bank of the West, and yes, even Dunkin' Donuts. John regularly appears as a guest expert on radio shows including WCIT in Lima, Ohio, KWNK in Los Angeles, KTKK in Salt Lake City, and KTAR in Phoenix.
Best story I ever heard about loyalty happened to a good friend of mine, Grant Taft. Grant Taft was the head coach at Baylor University when this happened, and for whatever reason, in his second year, they win 2 games and lose 9. Now, when you get to the university level and only win 2 games and lose 9, you are not around very long. You get fired in a hurry. And so the season's over. They're recruiting like crazy. They're evaluating films. They're doing all the things they can do. They're there 1 month, 2 months. They're working 7 days a week, 15, 16 hours a day. And finally, the assistant coach comes and says, Coach Taft. He said, we've been here. He said, we're all worn out. He said, Coach, we need a break. Coach Taft said, are you kidding? He said, we can get fired. He said, we can't take a break. They argue back and forth. And finally, assistant coach convinced them, let's take 1 day off. Said, okay, we'll do it next day. What do you want to do? So, well, let's just get away from campus. Let's just go out and go hunting or something. So, okay, that's what we'll do. We'll run out and we'll go hunting. So next day, Coach Taft picks them up. They go in a pickup truck, start to drive. Assistant coach said, where are we going? He said, well, there's this place in Meridian, Texas. The gentleman said we were hired. If we want to hunt there, we'll go hunt there. He said we can use his land. So they drive over there. The assistant coach waits in the truck. Remember, we're talking about loyalty. Coach Taft gets out, walks up, knocks on the door. Man opens the door. I said, Coach Taft, what in the world are you doing way out here? Coach said, well, you said I can hunt on your land. And he said, I have a staff member. He said, okay, if we go hunting today on your land. Man said, listen, I'm a great believer in Baylor University. He said, Coach, my land is your land. He said, you make yourself at home. He said, go hunting today. Coach says, thanks, starts to walk away. Calls him back, says, Coach, I need a favor. He said, hey, you're going to let us hunt, whatever you need? Tell me what it is. He said, you see the barn over there? I said, yeah, I see the barn. He said, see the mule right next to the barn? Yeah, I see your mule. He said, that mule and I have been together for 25 years. He said, he's just like part of my family, but he's old, he's diseased. He says, he has to be put to death. He said, Coach Taft, I just can't do it. I don't have the heart. He said, Coach, will you shoot my mule? Coach Taft said, well, let's chop some wood or something. I don't know if I really want to shoot your mule. He said, Coach, I'm asking you, will you please do it? Coach Taft said, okay, I'll do it. Walks down off, gets back towards the pickup truck, and an idea hits him. Remember, we're talking about loyalty. He gets all straightened up, opens the door, and sits down. Doesn't say anything. Assistant coach said, what's the matter? He said, that man said we can't hunt on his land. Said that we are a disgrace to Texas football. So I'm going to fix it, old man. He said, hand me my ears. Hands him his protective ears. He said, give me my rifle. Hands him the rifle. Rolls down the window. Said, give me a shell. Loads up a shell. Said, see the barn over there? Assistant coach said, yeah. So I'm going to fix that old man. So I'm going to shoot his mule. And assistant coach's eyes get about this big. And with that, he turns his back to the assistant coach. Takes the rifle. Bam. Great shot. Mule just drops deader than dead. He's trying not to laugh. He wants us to go on as long as he can. About the time he's ready to turn around, here's 2 shots. Bam, bam. Assistant coach said, I got 2 of his cows, too. Let's get out of here.
For more information or to book your program, contact the address or phone number on the cover of this videotape.